Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong.
Peas in a bong.
Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas
in a bong.
All right, y'all. This is Two Peas in a Bong. Without Bong tonight. You know, he'll be with us in spirit, but it's your boy DP.
It's your boy KP.
And shout out to Bong. Man, a few things transpired tonight or today.
I was about to say, just tonight?
Yeah, well, today. I mean, you see the picture. Y'all see the
Yeah.
picture down here.
Yeah.
With emphasis on the why. Kawhi, are you surprised? Are you surprised that Kawhi Leonard is?
I am surprised.
You are.
I'm surprised that it went this long.
Okay.
Let me say the team was announced on 4/17, who the 12 men were that were going to be representing Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
A week after was the NBA playoffs. The Clippers took on the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm going to read you some stats for the Dallas Mavericks in which Kawhi played against them. Kawhi played 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
In the first game, he had 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. He played 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the second game he played, he had 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and he played 25 minutes. So in 2 games, he averaged 12 points and 8 rebounds. This is your franchise player. He was hurt and he had to stop playing. And subsequently, the Clippers lost to the Dallas Mavericks.
Is that the only time that happened?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
But, subsequently, the Clippers made him their franchise player by, listening to the contract negotiations between them and Paul George and them losing Paul George this summer. But now we fast forward to July, and Kawhi, who didn't finish off the season, is about to go overseas and represent the United States.
Let's
America.
Let's back up a little bit. So I've talked to you about this shit plenty of times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I said the Clippers should have done, right? They shouldn't have extended Kawhi Leonard. They shouldn't have. If you were gonna let it play out with either Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, I would have let it play out with Kawhi Leonard. And I would have extended Paul George. So I told you extend Paul George, figure it out with Kawhi. If he decides he wants to sign, great. If he pulled a Paul George and went to Philly or somewhere else, cool.
I guess it pays to be a champion though, because Kawhi Leonard is I believe he's a 3-time NBA champion and a 2-time Finals MVP. So I guess that's what they were looking at.
I mean,
not saying it was right. I'm just saying, I guess that's what they're looking at.
Okay, well, I don't know what they were looking at, but if you go ahead and let him go,
mm-hmm.
and then you sign Paul George, because remember, they extended Leonard well before they even started
Negotiate.
discussing anything with Paul George. And then like you say,
Yes.
you listen to how that played out with Paul George. But this is even before I knew about how the shit played out.
Yeah.
If Leonard walks, you go after DeMar DeRozan,
Yeah.
who is a homegrown player.
Yeah.
And this is no shot at the IE. It's all Cali love. But DeRozan is from these parts.
Hey man, so is Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is from Compton. He moved to
He's
the
from
IE.
he's from
He's from
he's from
Compton.
Compton. But when it comes to where he played in high school, where he grew up, where he went to college, DeRozan is all in this area.
Yeah.
Compton, USC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a definite homecoming. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if we push all that to aside, I told you that DeRozan has some similar
Mid
qualities.
range. The
Yeah,
mid
in terms
range.
of
Yeah.
how he and Kawhi Leonard play. So
Yeah.
you would have had Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and then just build around
Norman
them.
Powell. Yeah. You still
Yeah,
got
I mean, so you know, that's what I would have done. They tricked it off, as far as
shout
I'm
out
concerned.
shout out to Lawrence Frank.
Duh. Man, that's
I,
terrible, man.
Ballmer strikes me as a guy that would pay the luxury tax.
I think so.
He strikes me as that guy. Like, you're moving into a new arena. This would have been great to have Paul George in that new arena. But I digress from Paul George because we talking about Kawhi Leonard and what happened with
I
this
mean, it's
USA
hard not to talk
basketball.
about the two because they go hand in hand. They have for the past 5 years, where motherfuckers thought bringing them to LA was supposed to be,
The
time for some
championship.
action. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. They were gonna rival the Lakers.
Yeah, and I mean, so you mentioned how leading up to this, you already figured he wasn't going to play for
I'm
you
just
for
what yeah,
USA
what
basketball.
yeah, it's like what took so long?
But man, I'm just saying, like, even before, so he played what, 2 games in the playoffs?
Yes.
2 games. The year before, was it 2 games again? It was something like that.
Yeah, it was one or two. It was
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
It
and
was
then
two. It was two. He had the swelling. He played
right.
one, and he had this yeah.
And then nothing against Phoenix afterwards. Down the stretch, he didn't play against Phoenix.
Yeah.
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 So it's like, and I think the year before that he played early and then didn't play down the stretch. It's like, dog, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. And
I,
again, I wish that he was healthy. I'm a Clippers fan. I wish he was healthy. It would be definitely would have been a better situation for the team, because honestly, like you say, he's the franchise player and he's also the reason why they weren't winning.
so my question to you, do you think it was Kawhi that said, I'm gonna pull out of this and I'm not gonna do this? Or do you think it was one of the coaches on staff, being Tyronn Lue, that was like, nigga, you about to really go over here? Get your ass ready for the season and let's be competitive this year because I need more out of you.
I don't know if that's true, but again, the question is, are you surprised? I wouldn't be surprised if that was some shit that was talked about, something that was said.
Ah, man,
Like,
come
no,
on, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, man, um, you know,
Well, did you see the quote? It was something like he said the Clippers and Team USA felt that it was best for him to get ready for the season.
man,
That's what it was said.
okay.
Who's on the Team USA staff? Tyronn Lue. Who's on
Yeah.
the Clipper staff? Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was
but
him the whole time.
but again, so since we're asking questions, let's ask another question. Then, do you think that there is something seriously going on with Kawhi Leonard's knee?
That's a good question, man.
And if you don't even want to specifically say his knee, let's just say his health in general.
I think there is something going on.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I think it is something because again, this man he's not able to finish out seasons, and he he does game management, load management. So he sits and misses games to be available and healthy for the playoffs. And then when it's time to go, he still can't go at 100%.
So he missed a full season in 2021, 22. Missed a full
Yeah.
season. And in the seasons where he was available, I think he played 69% of the games. I'm pretty sure we could pull a list of,
Yeah.
top players in the league, and a lot of them are probably in the
Yeah.
60s,
Yeah.
70s. So, but he did miss a full season, missing some time, load management, all those things that.
He's
So it's like,
effective when he plays.
oh,
He's
absolutely.
very
Yo,
effective.
we had the post where it's like it's not about his abilities on the court,
Yeah.
it's just his availability. Like
Absolutely.
you gotta be out there to
Yeah.
be effective. You know what I'm saying? So, and then with that being said, if there is something wrong, you got to know that the Clippers doctors know exactly what's going on. So
Yeah.
the team knows what's going on, and then you still extend, the
Kawhi, when the team is
anyway.
going to Paris, I need you to go to Germany. Go and get your body taken
Come
care of
on,
in
man.
Germany and come back in enough time to where that stuff gets out of your system and you're able to play.
Hey man, I listen. As a Clippers fan, I wish him the best. I want him to definitely make sure he's healthy and ready. And y'all see the picture up. You see this picture up. This is Obama and Kawhi. One of them showed up to the game tonight. And it wasn't Kawhi's ass, okay?
One of them was courtside.
one of them was courtside. One of them was on the court.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guess which one it was. So, man,
and it wasn't the one employed.
oh man, hey.
It was the one unemployed. But furthermore to that, Wayne, so the USA Basketball names an alternate. What did you think about the alternate?
So Derek White is gonna be effective and a good addition to the team. Let me say that. His abilities will help the team. They are older, right? And they
Yeah.
need somebody who's active and is going to play defense.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the roster, it's
Go to set it up.
no, I'm just saying it's an older type roster.
You're going somewhere with this. Come on.
Wait. It's an older type roster. So somebody like Derek White, who plays, both ends defensively and offensively.
Can hit shots.
Can
hit shots.
Yeah, he can hit
outside.
shots.
Yeah.
And let me say this. Shout out to him, man, because he started out, was it a D2 in Colorado?
Yes.
Yeah, Division 2 in Colorado, then transferred to Colorado's. Yeah, transferred to Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Ends up in the league. Was with the Spurs for a while.
Yes,
and that's kind of where you saw, okay, this dude could hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Then was definitely a key piece to Boston's championship.
Well, was with Boston the year before.
Yeah,
cut that hair off.
Yeah, cut the hair, and then came back and was a pivotal part of their championship run this year.
Absolutely.
So you got another teammate on the team, another Boston Celtic. So
Mm,
Jason Tatum,
mm.
um, but they're not necessarily making
Highest paid man in the
highest
NBA,
paid
right?
player in the league.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily say this is a Boston Celtics affair because
Mhm.
somebody is feeling left out. And that somebody is Jalen Brown,
The second highest paid player in the
the
league.
second highest paid
Finals MVP, right?
Finals MVP,
Eastern Conference Finals MVP, right?
Eastern Conference MVP.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. And ah, what did he tweet, man? It was something like this what we doing, Nike?
Oh no, I saw the looking glass.
Okay.
I saw
Okay.
the three looking glasses, like the I spy
Okay.
emoji.
Okay.
I saw
So
that.
so who sponsors Team USA?
Oh, it's Nike.
Okay, it's Nike.
Yeah.
And when they were having their breakup with Kyrie Irving,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think ethics came up, and I believe Jalen Brown made a comment about Nike and ethics
Mm.
on Twitter, now X, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it. And you think about what happened with Kyrie and his shoe deal and how he, you know, didn't have a shoe contract, kind of an independent, so to speak.
Yeah.
I believe Jalen Brown, even making those comments, he's also an independent. He doesn't have a shoe deal right now, right?
I thought he was with Nike. He was with Adidas, and then I thought he signed over and went
Cur-
with Nike.
Currently, is he with Nike?
Yeah, I believe he's currently with Nike.
Okay. I'd like to verify that.
Okay. Let me see. As you keep going, I'll try to look this up.
Yeah, I would like to verify whether he is with Nike because um if if it is a case where he's hinting at it being some fishy shit and people doing things to purposely leave him off the team, I think that's
He is not with
kind of shady.
Nike.
I,
Yeah,
I
he's
I
not.
thought
Yeah,
so. I thought
yeah,
so.
he's
I
not with
thought he
Nike.
I thought he was independent.
Yeah, he is
Um.
independent. Yes.
So man, I mean, I don't know. You. It's even worse that he gets overlooked, and it's for his teammate.
Yeah, that was a message. That seemed like that was a message being sent loud and clear. But my my thought is this: when I looked at, because I thought about all the possible replacements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brown was at the top of my list, but there were other guys. You had Trey Young.
No,
Um,
no defense.
you had Donovan Mitchell,
Yet again, no defense.
Dame Lillard.
I'm gonna continue to say they need defense. They have offensive firepower.
Paul George,
Okay.
um, Jimmy, but is Jimmy? I don't know if Jimmy's hurt.
If he's not, okay.
Michael Bridges.
Okay.
So those were a couple names that I was thinking about in addition to Jalen Brown and Derek White. Like, one of those guys could have got it. But I too thought that Jalen Brown should have been the favorite, seeing as
Right.
though you were just a champion and you
You
were
would
the
think.
MVP, you were the finals MVP.
Yeah, you would think.
You had the sweep of
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Final MVP and Finals MVP.
Yeah. Yeah. You
We
you
always
would
talk
you would
about
think.
rewarding a champion. We always talk about that. The best player on the best team. We say all these things. And I led with that when I was talking
Oh,
about
whoa. Say that again. We always talk about
best player
rewarding
on the best team.
best player on the best team. Are you calling Jaylen Brown the best player on the Celtics?
In the finals run, he
No.
was. In the finals run, in the Eastern Conference Finals,
Okay,
and in the
so now
finals,
so
he was
now
the
we're
best player.
going to okay.
I'm just saying he was the MVP. He was
Well,
the best
I'm just
player.
saying, I just listened to what you said a minute ago where you was like the
He's
best
the best
player on the
player.
best team. So now we
No,
specifying, well, it was just in the
well,
finals that
I'm
he was
saying
the
that
best player.
because earlier in my argument, I was talking about how Kawhi Leonard got the contract that Paul George should have got based on his accolades of being a champion. So we reward this guy for being a champion and the finals MVP over here. But then when it comes to this guy representing USA, we don't look at that we don't share that same sentiment. We go with the champion sentiment and we take the teammate.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I'm just talking about that comment
Yeah,
you made
I know you're
because
trying
we
to
had
trip
a
me up.
discussion
I know you're
about
trying to trip me up,
Tatum
man.
or Tatum or
Man,
Brown,
come on, man.
and
I
okay,
saw, I saw that trap
I'm
a mile
listening to
away,
you.
man.
I'm listening to you.
I saw that trap a mile
No,
away.
it wasn't a trap. It was just a
I
response to
man,
what you just
I
said.
saw it. I was
It
like,
was just a
man,
response to what you just said, man. I'm listening to you.
I yeah,
I'm listening,
I
baby. That's all I could tell you. I'm listening.
man. So did you see the game tonight? USA
Yeah,
versus
I did.
Canada.
I saw the majority of it. I saw the
I didn't see the
majority of it.
first half. I watched the second half.
Yeah.
I was
So
thoroughly
so
unimpressed.
I started watching. It was like 20 to 21, something like that. It was still early.
Yeah,
And I think I sent y'all a message saying that Canada was playing them
yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah. When I saw that was halftime.
Canada has a squad, man. They got a team full of NBA
NBA
players.
players.
Yeah.
I say I was thoroughly unimpressed. I guess it's the international style, the way that the game is. It's less entertaining. It's
Why?
no, because I'm saying the flashiness, the entertainment, the entertainment aspect. It's less of it's just straight hoop. It's like old school, like we gonna get physical. We gonna do like so. I didn't see
You're
the
saying that the
athleticism.
USA basketball game tonight was just straightforward, less entertainment, or what?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like I like it was, but and I haven't, I haven't watched international basketball in quite some time. So I've gotten used to this brand of basketball that the NBA has been putting out and watching.
Okay, and what is that, man? Because it's funny to hear you say that because you hear a lot of people say that the game is changing, is getting softer, is becoming more like an international game.
And then we watch this international game and
And you
it's
say
like,
that is right. I'm like,
yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck is going
yeah,
on?
no, but so like the NBA game is more threes. It's a lot more bad shots. Long shots lead to long rebounds, lead to more fast break. So it's just more of an up and down running type of thing. A lot of scoring, free flowing offense. Uh, less restriction to movement. So that's kind of that's what the NBA game has turned into.
Okay.
Um Tonight it was I mean, part of it was the players haven't got a chance to gel together and play together long enough. So it was just some
Well, like 4 days
miscues.
or something like that, right?
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah.
So it was some miscues. Like it was a dime that LeBron passed to Joel Embiid early in the second half, and he just blew the layup completely.
Hey
Just
man, Embiid fouled out, man.
yeah, Joel. No, they took his foul away.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they
Oh,
took
he
it
fouled
away.
out, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like Joel was he was out there looking whoop, man. Like couldn't really move. Yeah, it was just like
I mean, Embiid is another player who has been injured, battling through injuries and stuff like that, and now he's, you know, it's almost like players are deciding, hey, I'm gonna make this sacrifice to play in the Olympics because this shit
I love
happens
my
every 4
country.
years.
I
And
love my country. That's what it is.
hey, and it's been talk about that too. I think what I think I heard them say he became a U.S. citizen. What, like 2 years
2 years
ago?
ago. Yeah, they
Yeah.
like Joel still got a thick ass what
Oh,
the
absolutely.
thick ass accent. What was he from? Cameroon.
Yeah,
I I I
absolutely.
I love the United States of America.
Oh,
He's
you
this
fucked up,
nigga's rolling
man.
his R's. Like,
Oh man, you were fucked
man,
up.
you said what?
I said you messed up, man.
Nah, man. I'm
That's
looking
fucked
at
up,
that like
girl.
I'm looking at that like, damn, man, Joel, man, you couldn't represent Cameroon, man. They would have loved you and
Of course,
Pascal Siakam.
but hey, man, they,
Joel took the bread. Like,
seeing seeing gold, right?
yeah, man, the USA pays well.
Hey, man. Hey, I guess so, man. I think they'll win. And it'll probably be more games
Of
like that.
of course they're gonna win. And when you see the pool that they're in, they've got South Sudan, they've got Puerto Rico. I don't see either one of those teams being very strong, although Puerto Rico did beat the Bahamas to get in. And then you've got Serbia with Jokic and Bogdanovic, the Bogdanovic that plays for Atlanta, the
Hmm.
shooter.
Hmm.
They like I could
The
see
younger
them,
one.
yeah, I could see them being USA's hardest test, and that's in pool play. But other than that, I mean, everybody was hoping for South Sudan, and the USA got them. They were like, ha ha.
You
I
wanted
mean,
it, you got it.
yeah, like the best player on South Sudan is Waylon Gabriel, and I mean,
Come on, man.
no, I'm serious.
I
Like he's
know.
he's the NBA player. Waylon
I
Gabriel
know.
is on the
I know.
team. It's like,
I'm just
yeah.
saying the way you saying it, Waylon Gabriel. And then you
If you got, I'm just
looking in the
saying,
camera like
you got Waylon Gabriel guarding LeBron, but Waylon's got it like he's got to guard LeBron. He got to guard Durant. He's got to shoulder the burden
oh, it's a
of
wrap.
rallying the troops.
It's
Yeah,
it's a
like
wrap.
yeah.
Who
Australia's got some NBA players.
uh,
Aussies do.
yeah, who would you start on Team USA?
I was thinking about that tonight. LeBron starting, Curry starting, Durant is starting. Um, I'm gonna go Drew Holiday. God damn,
Hmm.
that's another Celtic. Damn.
Yeah, I
And,
said they were making
oh
it a team
shit.
affair. Like
Yeah,
I
damn.
didn't mention him, but I started saying Tatum. You know,
And I would go Embiid.
that's kind of crazy. You're gonna have White, Tatum, and
Yeah,
Drew Holiday,
yeah,
and you say Embiid at the 5.
yeah.
Okay, so
So
no Anthony Edwards. He's coming off the bench.
nah, him and Anthony Davis. So both Anthonys, they're gonna be my sixth and seventh man, and I'm gonna bring
Do
them
you
in.
bring both of them in together?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll bring both of them in together. I I'll rest Curry, bring Curry out, and I'll take Embiid out. And then afterwards, I'm putting Curry back in with Halliburton and taking Drew Holiday out.
Hmm.
And then I'll take Durant out, or I'll
When
take LeBron out.
when it's time to play some defense, Holiday will be out there.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards will be out there.
Anthony Davis will be out there.
Anthony Davis will be out there. And
Yeah.
then if you add like a Derek White, he'll probably be out there. I mean, so they needed youth and
Yeah.
someone who's gonna play on both ends. And specifically or heavier on the defensive side of the game. Um so I guess my next question would be then, do you think even though you think Jaylen Brown is the one who was worthy of getting the nod to replace Kawhi Leonard, do you think Derek White is a bad pickup?
No, not at all, because he can play defense and he can shoot from the outside. And he's not gonna. Here's the thing with Derek White. Derek White already plays in Boston, where you got 4 players in the starting lineup that are better than you. Like you got the 2 that are already on USA Basketball. You got Porzingis, you got Brown. So he's content with he knows how to pick his spots.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll do that with USA Basketball. He'll pick his spots, but the difference is that he's playing with even better players now, so he's going to get even more open looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, just knock a shot down. Keep the defense honest.
Man, I just keep looking at the picture, man. The Kawhi picture, like, yeah, it's just what for?
I just like, why'd you wait until
Yeah,
now?
what for?
Why'd
Well,
you?
what the fuck?
When the team was announced on the 17th, and you couldn't make it through the season and through the playoffs, why don't you just get ready for the next season, man? That's all. That's my only gripe. Don't
Hey,
wait till
man.
now.
So
You took a picture in the number 8 and everything. Like,
so then one thing that I think I've already asked you off camera, so I'll ask you on camera. At what point do you start looking at Lou and saying what's going on with Tyronn Lue?
I think Tyronn Lue is trying to separate himself right now. Like,
And
hey, man.
I just asked because it's almost like the quarterback in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Like the coach, it seems to be in the NBA is the scapegoat.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The coach gets the QB, the NFL QB treatment in the NBA.
I think that Lou is like, I honestly think that Lou wasn't feeling it, man. That Lou was like, man, how the hell you gonna play here, but you couldn't finish the season? Like, nah, man.
I'm saying specifically where you start looking at the Clippers and you say, all right, yeah, he didn't have Kawhi Leonard, but he had James Harden, Paul George, Russell Westbrook. Like, should there have been already some sort of a shift to play to their talents and their capabilities instead of continuing to wait to bring Kawhi Leonard back into the fold because he's the, franchise guy?
Let me say this: he's the coach, but he has to listen to the front office, right?
No, true, but
So, yeah,
I'm asking, at what point do you think they will start treating him like they treat all other coaches? Is what is the clearer question. And again, I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying, at what point do you think they're gonna spin it and then start
pivot.
being like, we
Yeah.
gotta get, you know what I mean? Because they do it to niggas all the time, man.
I don't. You know what? I think Lou is safe.
Okay.
I think Lou is safe because he's won a championship. He's the one coach that survived LeBron, besides Spoelstra. He survived LeBron, and the Clippers aren't gonna find a better coach out there than Tyronn Lue. So it's like, okay, he could have. I mean, to me, he did coach to the strengths of Paul George and Westbrook and Harden. They just didn't get it done. They stunk it up in the playoffs. I can't say that it was Lou. It was them. And so what the Clippers did was the Clippers looked at Paul George and were like, they pivoted from Paul George.
So you don't think, before you say that, before you go to that point, you don't think they always kind of play like they're waiting for Kawhi to come back?
Um,
It
I,
looks
I
like that a lot of times to me.
in the first game, no. In the first game against Dallas, I remember we had a conversation. I was like, man, look, if this is what the Clippers are going to look like in game 1 against Dallas, they can beat Dallas
Right.
without Kawhi.
Right. But then it starts looking different because you know Kawhi Leonard is coming back.
then he came. Yeah, then he
That's
came
what I'm
back,
saying.
and then they lost. And I mean, but again, I don't think that's a Lou thing. I think that's a
It's
management thing.
it's not like I said, I'm not saying it's on Lou.
You're saying he becomes the scapegoat.
I'm saying when do they pivot and start looking at it and saying it's him? Because again, they will when they start saying those things, it would be, man, you had Harden, you still had Paul
Yeah.
George, you still had Russell Westbrook, like, and you didn't do so. Then they'll start talking and saying stuff like that, whether or not he, he's on top of
I,
the X's and O's or not. It's gonna be like, hey man, Paul George is out of here, Leonard is hurt. We gotta point the finger at somebody in this motherfucker.
I think you start looking at him when Kawhi gets through the playoffs, when he can make it through the playoffs without getting hurt, and we see what Tyronn does as a coach in that situation, where he's got full use of all his plays, all his strategies, all his
That
schemes.
sounds like wishful thinking.
I mean, if it doesn't
what
happen,
do we have a sample size of 3 years where
well,
it
hey
hasn't
man,
happened?
so I'm just saying, so when that's the case, then you can look at him. But until that happens, you can't really look at him. He's
So until that
playing with him.
happens, he's safe. So is that
Yeah,
the
he's
reason
got one
why he's
hand behind
safe?
his back. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. But you were saying something about Paul George. You were saying they were moving Paul George or moving away from Paul George.
Yeah. That was the move. They're like, nah, we're not gonna get rid of you, Lou. We're gonna shake things up with this personnel, and we're gonna get rid of Paul George, or we're gonna offer Paul George less, and if he wants to leave because he doesn't want to take less, he can go, and we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man. So anyway, I mean, I think we both still think Team USA is gonna win.
Yeah, they'll
So
win. They'll win.
even though they're Kawhi-less now, Derek White in the building, and Jaylen Brown. Sorry, man. I think he did deserve the opportunity to go ahead and get the nod, but it is what it is, man.
What can Brown do for you? Not a damn thing, man.
Oh man.
They shipped him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, staying on basketball, but shifting to a different league, WNBA,
Okay.
which we've talked about quite a bit lately. And in particular, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Shout out to Bong. Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, Bong is a Reese's Pieces. He got that Angel Reese jersey coming in the mail pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they both played tonight, right?
They did.
Okay. I think you hit me up and you told me you talking about both games. I know Angel Reese extended the double streak.
Yeah, 14 now. 14 games, man.
What was it? 11 points, 13 rebounds?
Yeah. And they
one?
won. And a win.
Okay. What's their record now? You know where it stands?
I want to say 9-13.
9-13. What's the seeding? What's that
You know
looking
what?
like?
With their win and Indiana's loss tonight, they've moved ahead. So now they're the 7th seed and Indiana's the 8th seed. Indiana just lost to the Mystics tonight. I was actually watching some of that game,
Okay.
and it's everybody's a lot of people are divided between Caitlyn and Angel, and I'm one. Every time I get on here, I say that I was wrong about Angel Reese. I expected her to get like 5.6 rebounds. That's what I expected her to average. That was my expectation. I was wrong. I was wrong. She's leading the WNBA in rebounds. She averages 14 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 points a game, close to 12 rebounds. So shout out to her and
And
much respect
let's
to her.
debunk another one of the things that people keep throwing out there. A lot of people, even in the comments of some of our videos, are saying she's only leading the league in rebounds because she gets her own rebounds and off of her missed shots.
Yeah.
Okay, she's averaging 11. What is it? 11.9 or something like that.
Yeah, 11. It was 11.8. It
Okay.
might have went up.
Okay, 7 of her rebounds are defensive rebounds, 7 per game on average.
Yes.
7 defensive rebounds.
Yes.
So what the fuck? The majority of her rebounds are defensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So all of that shit about, she's just getting her own misses. Yeah, she does. She gets her own misses and puts them back, but that's another great quality.
But that
Get your rebound and put it back. And
but even by saying that, man, they're acting like she doesn't get any of her her teammates misses.
right.
It's like,
mean,
yeah, like
it-
I think that you guys are getting that one wrong.
yeah. So
Does she miss
anyway.
shots around the basket? We could say that she missed shots around the basket.
Oh, she does.
But yeah,
Let's
but to
not
say
say
that
she does miss
yeah,
motherfucking
but to
shots
say
around the
that
basket, but she makes some too.
she
So
does. She
you know what I'm
does.
saying. But yeah. So her streak continues.
Yeah. The beat goes on.
Yeah, the beat goes on with that. So shout out to her. But then what was the deal with Caitlin Clark's game? Indiana
So
Fever's.
Caitlin Clark, they lost 89-84. Caitlin Clark had 29 points, 13 assists, I believe it's 5 rebounds,
Killing.
3 blocks and 4 steals.
Killing.
So I was actually watching that game, man. I was
Okay.
actually tuned in, was watching, and I've been defending Angel Reese as of lately in our comments. If you look at them, I'm saying, look, like, man, the woman is balling.
Mhm.
I don't think that there's a clear-cut favorite, but I do see a difference in the two women.
What's that difference?
I see the difference. Like, I think Angel Reese is a popular player.
Mhm.
She plays hard, not necessarily skilled, but she plays hard. She's really damn good. But I don't know if she'll ever be a top 5 player in the WNBA. I just don't know that.
If she continues on her trajectory right
Mhm.
now, and she's a walking double-double,
Yes.
where would you rank her if this continues? If she's not top 5, what would she be?
I think she'd be top 10. So, like, so I'm looking at I look at everything across the board, right? So Asia Wilson rebounds. She had today she had 20 points, 24 rebounds. She had a 20-20 game tonight.
Yeah,
Asia Wilson did.
she's
Asia Wilson can score.
complete player.
Yeah. So, like, you look at her across, like, she's complete. Sabrina's another complete player. She does multiple things. Kelsey Plum does
Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah, I
Nigga didn't want to.
could.
Yeah, nigga,
Yeah, I
nigga
didn't
didn't
wanna
want
butcher
to.
that.
Nigga didn't
Yeah, I
want
didn't
to
wanna
try to
butcher that.
tackle that last
Yeah, I
name.
didn't wanna butcher
It's
that.
Sabrina. Sabrina who?
Yeah.
Nigga the witch? Like who the
Yeah,
fuck you
no,
talking about?
Sabrina, I'll ask you. How about that? Sabrina,
Sabrina, I'll ask you.
yeah, Sabrina, I'll ask you. Yeah.
Oh
So,
shit.
uh, Kelsey
Oh.
Plum, um, they do multiple things, right? Um, if Angel was a better defender, she gets steals. But I think if she was a better defender, then I would say, yeah, like, oh hell yeah. Like if she maybe averaged 3 steals, 3 blocks, I would say that. But I'm looking at she doesn't have the let me say this, she doesn't have the flashiness. It's effective,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not flashy.
Okay, so
It's not.
I'm waiting for you to turn
I'm
that
gonna turn
corner
I'm gonna
because
turn that corner. I'm gonna turn that corner.
okay.
Okay. And so when I'm watching Caitlin has a little bit more flash.
Okay.
She's effective, but it's flash, and she does rebound at a pretty high clip at 6 rebounds a game. Even though I watched 3 just fall right in her lap, I'm like, damn, they just feeding this woman rebounds.
So
I could see Caitlin being a top 5 player.
okay, because that was my next question. You can see
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
You don't see Angel Reese, but you can see Caitlin Clark being in the top
Yeah.
5. And
Yeah.
for what reasons? Because I know it's not just, you're not going to tell me that it's just flashiness. So what reasons would separate her in that aspect? Like she will be top 5 versus top 10.
Because Caitlin will do it in 3 categories. She'll do it in 3 categories. And I think her stats are going to be crazier than Angel's.
Okay.
Like
And just to be clear, you're scoring rebounds, assists. That's what you're talking
scoring rebounds, assists. I mean, but like she's getting 4 steals, she's getting 3 blocks.
Okay, so now we're talking about steals too then. So
Yeah,
that's
and I don't necessarily, I think they got to come up with another stat for that, because I don't necessarily like that block stat, because you getting the ball like below the waist. That should be like a rake. Let's call it a rake.
just call it a steal.
No, well, it's not a steal, because it's like they're starting to go up on the shot.
Yeah, but if you like rip it out or rake it out.
No. They don't rip it. It's just it's deflected. It's hit before.
Oh, like it goes out of bounds. You're saying?
Yeah,
like
and it's before
okay,
it goes.
I get you. I get you.
Let's call it a rake.
Yeah, that's too much, man.
Like, I'm just saying, man. Like that kind of block.
This motherfucker KP want to reinvent the whip. Let's call it a rake.
No, I mean, what's his name? Bronny.
She's averaging 5 rakes a game.
Hey man, Bronny got one today when the dude was going up and he kind of swiped it before he got the ball
after
up.
He was giving the muscle hustle down low.
Yeah, that was a rake. that was a rake, man. That wasn't a block.
Okay.
Because you hear block in the NBA, you like, oh, he went and got that shit. Oh, and then you look at the block, like, because it's like Bronny had 3 blocks today. You look at the first block, like, oh, he got that. I mean, yeah, it's a block, but yeah, let's call it a rake. So yeah, so she gets rakes, man. She does a lot of raking.
It's official now.
What, rake? I'm gonna start calling it a rake, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Okay, so she'll be top 5, and you watch. So walking away from the game that you watched today, you watched the Fever game today.
Mm-hmm.
We had a discussion about, and you started talking about this, and I thought you were gonna make it clear where you stand at the moment, because I know it changes from day to day. Performances might change your mind, all that kind of stuff. We were saying it's a close race. Some people don't think it's even close. What do you think now, after watching that game? Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, who would be your rookie of the year?
I still think it's close
Okay.
because you can't when I'm looking at them, I'm talking 5 years from now. I think Caitlin will be better 5 years from now. But as of right now, we got to look at what they're doing right now. And I think both of them are balling, man. And both of
Mhm.
them are doing well for their teams. Um,
Mhm.
I think that Angel has exceeded more expectations than Caitlin has. So, shout out to Angel for that. But it's really, really close. I don't think I'll say this. Um, it's either Angels or it's co-MVP. But
Mm.
you can't take away 14 double doubles, a WNBA record. That's 14 straight games. That's consistency.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you can't take that away. Yes, I understand that Caitlin Clark got the first ever rookie triple double. I get that, but that's one game.
Yeah,
We're
it
talking
it is harder to have a double double streak than to have
yeah,
one triple double
14
game.
straight
That's for
games.
sure.
Like it's either hers or it's Co.
So I will say though, man, Caitlin Clark is gonna be, barring any injuries and staying healthy. We've been talking about how Angel Reese is gonna be a problem. Caitlin Clark's gonna be a problem.
She is. Oh, she
She,
is.
she she's gonna be a problem. And again, the 1-2 of her and Aaliyah Boston, because Aaliyah Boston is a problem.
She is.
You know what I'm saying? And then they play well together.
Yeah.
Like if you watch their games, they play well. They're definitely a good 1-2 punch, and that combination going forward, you put some pieces around them, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But man, you mentioned something a second ago. I just kind of want to get to this before we get out of here. We talked about somebody with some muscle hustle, and you said this particular person got a rake. As you want
Absolutely.
to throw into the stat charts, rake.
Yeah, rakes.
It was Bronny James in
We
the
gonna we gonna we gonna throw
in the
two stats in there. We're gonna throw
uh-oh.
rakes in and shot alters. We gotta throw them shot alters in there.
Man, that's too much to keep track of.
Oh man, come on, man. Like shot alters, like because it's not a block because you didn't get the block, but you made the person change the shot and they missed the shot. That's an altered shot. You
Yeah,
gotta start taking stats.
it's an altered shot,
That's a
but
defensive stat. You gotta start looking at that.
I don't nah,
You're
nah,
like, man, I'm tired. Nah. Man,
nah.
yeah, rakes and shot altered. Shots altered.
Okay. All right. So Bronny James, man, with the rake that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, did you see his second game? I know we all, including Bong, we all watched the first
First
game.
game.
But did you see
Oh,
the second one? I did not see the second game.
unfortunately, I caught the highlights and looked at the box score.
How was that looking?
The highlights,
And the
what the
box
box
score.
score.
Both.
Ronnie James 1 for 3. He had 3 points. He had three blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds.
Two blocks, one rake, according to you.
Yeah, and 2 turnovers. And he
How
played
many rebounds?
he had 5 rebounds.
Okay.
So
And he played how many minutes?
he played 28 minutes, almost
Oh.
29 minutes. I mean, again, to me, I'm looking at this stat sheet and I'm saying this is a win. He shot 3 times.
Of
Okay,
course
he
you
hit
are.
one shot. He scored 3 points. He had 5 rebounds. He had 3 assists. I remember in the last podcast, I was saying, hey man, a secondary ball handler, getting your teammates open looks, maybe getting
So
2 assists.
so is this the
He got 3.
makings of a defensive specialist
No,
that we'll
no,
have on our hands?
no, this isn't a defensive specialist. This is just a glue guy.
Mm.
He's a glue guy. See, the thing with the glue guy is You don't necessarily have a specific role each game. Sometimes you might hit shots. You might make that one more extra pass.
Okay.
You might get some steals.
Is a
couple rakes.
Is a glue guy consistently in the mix? Is a glue guy consistently playing?
I'm trying to
valuable minutes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a real glue guy now.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. Come on, man.
A real glue guy is.
Because remember, you're only giving him
8 to 10.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
So the only glue is going to be his ass glued to the bench. Right?
Oh,
yeah, so he is the real glue guy. If we're looking at it that way.
That's not even, that's stapled to the bench.
Okay, well, however you want to put it, but
you know what? He's gonna grow into that. That's the role he's gonna get, and he's just gonna continue to grow into it, and his minutes increase as he continues to play. And as he continues to play, it'll go from glue guy to, I'd say, year 4, he's gonna have more of a refined role. Not defined, refined.
Refined. Okay. And that'll be what? Instead
year
of glue,
4.
Instead of glue guy, that what you ask glued to the bench is, hey, you guy. Get in the game.
Honestly think by year 4, he's gonna become more comfortable being a point guard. That's what I like. Right now, he's still not a point guard.
I'm gonna say that's yeah, because that's a major transition, man.
Yeah,
you were talking about some. Go ahead.
Year 4, he'll be a point guard for somebody. Year 4.
So he will be running the offense for someone.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, well, look, he's still gonna. It's gonna be like it's 2 point guards in his situation.
Who?
No. Oh, I don't know who it's going to be in 4.
Oh, okay.
Years.
I'm like, what?
I don't know. I'm like let's say like a situation like a Dame Lillard and a CJ McCollum. And I'm not saying he's nowhere near those guys of a CJ McCollum. I'm saying 2 guys that can play the point guard, but you got another guy that still scores. Like you haven't. So his backcourt mate is an assassin.
That's not a good example because those 2 both were assassins and can score. So I need something.
Okay.
That's
okay. Okay. So
show me what you're talking about, man.
Okay. So Patrick Beverly.
Okay.
And Dame Lillard.
Okay.
In
Patrick
Milwaukee.
Beverly is more on the defensive side of the game, which you said that's not necessarily where you're looking for Bronny to be. So
but he's still a point guard, and he takes the load of running the offense off of Dame Lillard, and allows Dame Lillard to be an assassin.
Okay, I mean, I get what you're saying.
I mean, and I get it. Like, he won't be the stopper that Pat Beverly is. But if you look at Pat Beverly's numbers, there's no real clear metrics for Patrick Beverly as far as you need to average this many points and this many rebounds and this many steals. It's gonna be along those lines as well. 4 years from now.
Yeah, there's no clear metric because you're going back to this shit that you were talking about the other night. There's no clear metric for Patrick Beverly, but what is he known as?
He's known as a defensive player.
Right. So what are you're trying to throw Bronny into this mix? Well,
you know what? For lack of a better, yes, Bronny will be a defensive guy. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll go with that. He'll be more of a defensive.
I'm just wondering because if he ain't scoring,
he's gonna build to that.
And he needs another guy to play PG alongside of him. This is all I'm listening to. What did I say earlier? I listen, baby.
Yeah,
He needs
you trying to
another
walk me.
guy.
You trying to walk me into this trap.
He needs
So,
another guy to play
I saw the
alongside
trap.
him.
I'm seeing the trap coming. So I'm just
Hey, these are your words, man.
So yeah, so I will say he's gonna turn into more of a defensive guy by year 4. But I'm going
Yeah,
by
I
year
mean,
4.
man, you
It-
you you trying to come with all the concessions and all the king's horses and all the king's men,
hey man, I'm
putting
just
Humpty Dumpty together again, huh? Okay,
I'm
shit,
CYA, man. Cover your ass. This is
hey,
time stepped.
man.
This is time stepped. And y'all, so either I'm gonna look real bad in 4 years, or I'm gonna look real good. It ain't gonna be no in between.
No, it's not. It's not.
But I mean, on another note with the Lakers, though, it was good to see that Dalton Connect had a 20-point game tonight. He was 7 for 18 from the field, still not shooting it well, but 20 points. That's your first round draft pick, so that was good. The other guy that I said that I was looking forward to having a good game was
hey,
Max Lewis. Max
hey,
Lewis
real.
had fit. What's up?
Shout out to Ubong.
What's up?
Bong is in the chat, y'all. He's like, "Where's my boy Bong at?" And he said, "You still on that Bronny crusade?" He said, "Kev, you still on that Bronny crusade? I see."
Man, hey man, somebody got to do it, man. I believe in it, man.
You and LeBron James Sr.
I believe in it. We had a year to think. We had 2
You
years.
believe in what?
I believe in where they're going with this. I believe in where the Lakers are going with this. They made this draft pick, and they're gonna make it work.
Okay, man. Man, that's a big. So you think that this is a good move then? From the basketball side of things, because before I don't think anybody clearly said it was like a yay, but now you're saying you believe.
Well,
That's a big turn, man.
let me start by saying that with this draft, you're taking players based on their upside. And so you may not be drafting them for this year or next year. You may be drafting them for 3 years down the line as to where they're going to be by the time it's ready for you to give them their second contract. And if I'm looking at Bronny and upside, it's like you look at his pedigree. He's got LeBron James genetics. He is athletic. Where he lacks size, ideal NBA size, he makes up for it in a sense that he will play hard. He has a high motor. He's very athletic. And he's got his father, as his mentor, and as his teammate, who's going to
Okay,
help him get better.
but he's had him all his life too,
Yeah, but when you're playing and you're still trying to, maintain your greatness and be at the top, you don't always have time to devote it to your sons or in your son when they're playing elsewhere and they're doing something elsewhere. Now they're in the same place doing the same thing, and now this is their teammates, and both of them have a job. This is your job. I know I
Okay.
sound like I know you like this nigga's a salesman right now.
Yeah, you like at the same place at the same time.
Hey man,
Tell him to meet me at the designated place at the designated time, and I'll gladly designate his ass. Pause. You talking about you believe, man? You sound like Whitney Houston.
I believe the children are our future.
No, that
I
I believe in you and me.
Nah, I believe the children are our future, man. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
All right, Whitney. Whitney.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
yeah,
You
man.
mean what?
Huh?
You mean what?
I do sound like as long as it's Whitney Houston and not Whitney Hutton. Shit.
Well, when we get Bong his Reese's Pieces shirts, we gonna get you the Whitney Hutton shirts.
Bro, man
Oh,
can't
man.
read. Oh,
Hey, before
shit.
we roll out, man, once again, we've been telling y'all, please like, share, subscribe. We trying to build something here. So we
The Holy
appreciate,
Trinity.
we appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us so far. You know, we trying to build something here. So like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another one, tell them to tell another one. And as Kevin said last time, tell your enemies too.
Yeah. Tell your
Like,
enemy. Tell a
tell
nigga you
everybody.
argue with.
Yeah, tell
Tell your
everybody, man.
nemesis.
Like, share, subscribe, baby.